What's happening, man? How is everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing, man? How is everyone doing, man? How is everybody doing? We are in the building, live and direct. Live and direct. This is not a test. This is not a test, man. This is not a test. Back. This is not a test. Salute to everybody out there that joined us earlier, man. Show earlier today, a few hours ago. Feels like earlier today. I guess it was just a few hours ago. You know, had a good time, man. You know, hit the like button, man. Support the channel, man. We need your support, 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 man. We out here going in hard today, man. Um, just another day, man. Uh, website's up. Website is working wonderfully, man. Website's working wonderfully. We'll be switching over to the website tonight. Yes, we are. The website's working wonderfully. The website's working wonderfully. Okay? The website is working wonderfully. It's working so good that it's like, my God, how could it possibly work this good? Like, what? Website's working wonderfully. Yeah, shout out to Cook County, man. Yeah, I've been grinding, man. You ain't lying, man. Grinding. Website's working wonderfully. Okay? Website is working wonderfully. All right? The website is working wonderfully. Okay? You see that? You can go over there, become a member. You can super chat. Your super chats will come up on the screen. All that. So make sure y'all, if we can take the poll. Of course, you can always take the poll, but make sure you guys go to this, open up a tab with this ocnationnews.com so that we can so that when we move over there later on, you won't be left in the dust. The website's working now. It's working now. So it's up. So yeah, the other nights when I wanted to go over there, it wasn't up. It was doing funky shit. It wasn't letting people watch it. Now it's up. Okay. Now it's up. So everybody, I'm telling you now, open up a browser with the website in it, and you know what I'm saying, and just put it to the side. But we're going to be moving over there in a couple hours. We're going to be moving over there in a couple hours. All right. All right. All right. So yeah, you got that. There you got that. Let me put the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and then we're gonna start the show. I'm gonna put the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and then we're gonna start the show. Salute to everybody out there, man. Everybody out there. I'm gonna drop the link shortly too. Remind me to drop the link too. Sometimes I'll be forgetting. Where salute to everybody out there. Everybody watching, man. Wherever you watching it. Wherever you're watching it. Jeez. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. We in the building. You say the only league, go to the live stream page, man. Come on, man. Trivolar, whatever your name is, go to the live stream page, man. Come on, man. You making me look bad, man. Now you making me look bad, man. Just go to the live stream page. It's very simple, man. Just go to the live stream page, man. You see how it says on the home? You either click the live stream page, you could click live now, you could click watch live stream. You see all that shit? Live now, watch live stream, and boom. And boom. Yeah, man, you making me look bad, man. You making me look bad, man. You giving misinformation in the chat, man. You giving misinformation in the chat, man. Yeah, man. Stop doing misinformation, man. You got because we had a lot of people go over there and it didn't work, and now you giving misinformation in the chat. You got me looking bad, man. The site is up, ocnation.com, ocnationnews.com. The site is up, ocnationnews.com. Link is in the description box. Link is in the pinned comment in the chat. We'll be moving over there at 12 o'clock midnight. The site is up. Everything's functional. Everything's working. Super chat, memberships, polls, everything that YouTube has. It's working. Even have a Discord over there. He said, buddy, calm down. You posted it in the chat. As I said, I ain't even thinking about you no more, man. What you talking about, man? Calm down. I ain't even thinking about you. I ain't thought about you in 37 seconds, man. What you talking about? Everybody, go to the chat, man. Go to the website, man. Oc Nation. This is a landmark day in the history of Oc Nation, man. This is a landmark day in the history of our nation. Untethering. The tether is untethering from YouTube. The tether is untethering from YouTube. He said, do this be Obama phone compatible? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Shout out to Gouch Malone, man. Shout out to Gouch. Yeah. He said, do this be Obama phone compatible? Man, that's a good question. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. 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 Yep, it is. It's Obama phone compatible. It's Obama phone compatible. It's Obama phone compatible. It's Obama phone compatible. And you can take the polls. And you can take the polls. Let me pause. Let me mute that. And you can chat. You can hit the chat. But you're gonna have to make an account. So you're gonna have to make an account. Once you hit the chat, this screen gonna pop up. You put in your email, and you have an account. It's just like any other place. Once you hit the chat, it's gonna ask you, of course, to make an account. Just drop your email, and then you'll have an account, and you'll be able to do everything over there, man. So I'm telling you guys, man, it's everything's it's Obama phone compatible, and it's yeah. Shout out to Gouch Malone. Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody, open up a tab with ocnationnews.com. We're going over there at 12 midnight. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. We're gonna get into this shit, man. What's going on? Right now, though. We're going to get into this shit right now.
Right now at 5, the Philadelphia Medical Examiner releasing new details today in the death of Kada Scott. And we now know how she was killed. Today, murder suspect Keon King appeared in court today for his arraignment. This is the Fox 29 News at 5. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Sheba Russell. King now facing capital murder charges. Let's get right to it. Jennifer, you were in court today as King was arraigned.
Yes, Sheba and Jason, Keon King appeared over video conference for his arraignment, and he was polite, answering yes, ma'am, when the judge asked him a question. King has been in custody for over a week now in connection to Kada Scott's disappearance and now murder, and the judge says he'll remain behind bars without bail. New this morning, the Philadelphia Medical Examiner announcing Kada Scott's cause of death, a gunshot wound to the head. Keon King is accused of killing Scott and appeared in court Thursday morning for new charges, including murder.
Hey, not for nothing, though. Not for nothing. That nigga ugly as shit. And oh, yeah, there's no delay on the Oc Nation site. You know how sometimes you watch stuff on different channels and it'll be like a 12-second delay? There's no delay on my channel. It's the same speed as YouTube. The exact same speed. So anyway, yeah, that's one ugly nigga right there, man. Yo, all you ugly dudes out there, man, this should be our hero, man. This should be our Tupac. This the Tupac of ugly niggas, man. This your hero. Mm.
For new charges, including murder, tampering with evidence, conspiracy, and abuse of corpse. King was previously charged with kidnapping and arson in Scott's disappearance. 23-year-old Scott was reported missing October 4th. Police discovered her remains in a wooded area 2 weeks later, October 18th, behind the vacant Ada Lewis Middle School. New court documents released this week say Scott and King shared text messages the day she disappeared. Detectives say King's cell phone movement and activity place him at each step of the criminal timeline developed in the homicide investigation. Police also have video evidence of a stolen black Hyundai Accent parked at the Aubrey Rec Center next to the old middle school. Investigators believe Scott's body was in that car. Surveillance video going into the early morning hours October 6 allegedly shows two people removing a heavy object consistent with a human body. Police say they're seen on video carrying the object in the direction where Scott's remains were found. King's gold Toyota Camry was also captured on video leaving the rec center while two people were on foot. As a result, police believe there could be two accomplices involved. On October 7th, police believe King moved the stolen Hyundai Accent about a mile north of the rec center to set it on fire. Again, King will continue to be held without bail. We have reached out to his lawyer and we're told no comment at this time. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office says their CARES unit and Victim Services unit are working with Kada Scott's family and the community to provide support following this horrific crime. Jason?
All right, Jennifer Lee, thank you very much.
Wow, Clyde is on the board.
Now to a stunning development in a double murder in New Jersey. A police sergeant now facing charges for the way he investigated the murders of a woman and her boyfriend in Franklin Township. This was back in August. Their killer, a state trooper, who then killed himself. The prosecutor now says the sergeant was slow to get to the scene and quickly left the scene without properly investigating. Their bodies not found until the next day. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon in the newsroom now with the latest. Sonia?
Bill, an investigation into the murders of a New Jersey veterinarian and her friend led to another investigation into the response to that horrible crime. It found that a Franklin Township cop, now charged with official misconduct and tampering with records, seemed to treat a series of 911 calls with no sense of urgency.
We heard gunshots and also screaming.
3 calls like that one came from neighbors of the home where Lauren Semanchik and Tyler Webb were shot to death the evening of August 1st, allegedly by her state trooper ex-boyfriend. The Hunterdon County Prosecutor's Office today revealing the first call came in at approximately 7:08, reporting gunshots and screaming. Their timeline shows Sergeant Kevin Bolaro acknowledges the call from dispatch, but drives 1.5 miles in the opposite direction to an ATM where he makes the transaction. About 5 minutes later, a second 911 caller in the area reports gunshots and screaming. Bolaro again acknowledges the call and finally drives to the location without lights and sirens. Approximately 5 minutes later, a third 911 caller reports gunshots and screaming. Bolaro acknowledges that call, arrives about 8 minutes later to the location of the first 911 call, speaks to the caller without activating his body-worn camera, then at approximately 7:40 p.m. requests to be cleared from the scene without speaking to the second or third callers.
Damn, could you imagine these as blacks? Gouch, take the new poll. That was the old poll. Gouch had to refresh the poll. Take the new poll, Gouch. Take the new poll. That poll was from like 10 streams ago. That's why it came back an error. I just erased that and put up a new poll on the OckNationNews.com site. But listen. Could you imagine these black people when the cop went to the fucking ATM machine? They don't care about us. See how they do us? See us, we, every time, all the time, us, we, every time, all the time. They don't care. That's one good thing about white crime, man, or white shit stories like this, is you ain't got to hear about every time, all the time, us, we, and all that bullshit. That shit just happened to these people. Press 1. Whatever fucked up happened, it just happened to these people. It didn't happen to the whole race. It didn't happen to fucking their ancestors and shit. Yeah. I changed that poll was old. I changed the poll. It's a new poll up. Yeah. This shit is. There's a new poll up. I took that poll down and I put a new poll up on the Ock Nation News channel on website. Take the new poll. The old poll, it was from. I have to refresh it. All right.
And Webb's bodies wouldn't be discovered until the next day by her father, who called the police. The prosecutor's office says in Sergeant Bolero's report from the night before, he falsely stated that he was unable to make contact with one of the callers, was unable to locate the source of the shots, and cleared the scene after approximately 20 minutes, though GPS data and witness statements directly contradict his accounts. An attorney for the victim's family says they're shocked at Bolero's egregious conduct, but that we believe this to be the tip of the iceberg of the many failures by the local and state police which will be uncovered and which led to the murders of Lauren and Tyler, including, they claim, a voicemail left for the state police from Semanchik herself.
I was looking to file a police report or potentially even a restraining order against my ex-boyfriend who has been harassing me.
That ex-boyfriend, State Trooper Ricardo Santos, was found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound after the murders. The victims' families have sued the...
So she was fucking with a hombrito, man. Them hombritos they don't take rejection well. Them hombritos do not take rejection well, man.
Franklin Township Police Department and state police, alleging a blue wall of silence played a role as the real danger Semanchik was in wasn't taken seriously.
We're going to turn now to an Eyewitness News exclusive, and a mother is talking about her brush with death after she was shot in front of her two young children outside of a Wendy's in Linden, New Jersey. Two teenagers have now been charged in last month's shootings. The injuries and trauma still very fresh. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live in Linden outside the Wendy's.
Sponsor the show, guys. Sponsor the show. Please take the challenge. Please take this pledge. We need your support. Sponsor the show. Sponsor the show, guys. Sponsor the show. We're the only channel. Well, not the only channel, but one of the few, I don't know anybody else, who's got a website in a Discord for their members. I don't know. But I've gone the extra mile for you. Please take the challenge. Please take the challenge. Please support the channel. You can take the challenge here or on the website. You can take it here or on Ock Nation, and I'll post it on the screen. You can take the challenge here or on OckNationNews.com. Either way. Yeah, the killer in the last story was a current state trooper, I think. I think it was a current state trooper. This woman got shot in front of her kids. Jesus Christ.
We're going to turn now to an Eyewitness News exclusive, and a mother is talking about her brush with death after she was shot in front of her two young children outside of a Wendy's in Linden, New Jersey. Two teenagers have now been charged in last month's shootings. The injuries and trauma still very fresh. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live in Linden outside the Wendy's with a story that you're going to see only here on Eyewitness News. Anthony.
Well, Liz, that mother had taken her kids out school shopping. This happened right in the middle of September, she decided to come to this Wendy's so they could go ahead and have dinner. She brought another person in the car along with her at the time. All of a sudden, shots were fired, and the story almost ended in a near tragedy.
It has been very tough. I never expected to go through something like this.
Nelkis Cabrera is thankful to be alive. However, she's in extreme pain after being the innocent victim of a shooting back on September 15th. She was sitting in the parking lot of this Wendy's when a bullet slammed into her body.
Everybody said that they were glad that I was here. I had a lot of internal bleeding. I lost more than half of my blood.
Nelkis had her 2 children in the car at the time. She checked on her 6- and 8-year-olds before calling 911 to report that she'd been shot.
I was sitting in my car already backing out of the parking lot. And my cup that was in my cup holder just exploded. And that's what made me look around, and I saw the guy shooting.
The 36-year-old mother had given a neighbor a ride to the Wendy's along with her children. The neighbor was confronted by the gunman, and that's when the shots were fired.
I believe he was shooting.
Jesus Christ. You give me a ride to the Wendy's, man. That's why niggas are dangerous, man. You could just be around the wrong niggas and some other niggas try to kill him. I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna be nice to niggas, man. Look at that beautiful family. Beautiful family, man. She get $5,000 getting shot.
Calling 911 to report that she'd been shot.
I was sitting in my car already backing out of the parking lot. And my cup that was in my cup holder just exploded. And that's what made me look around, and I saw the guy shooting.
The 36-year-old mother had given a neighbor a ride to the Wendy's along with her children. The neighbor was confronted by the gunman, and that's when the shots were fired.
I believe he was shooting at my car just because he saw me talk to the guy that he was arguing with.
Nelkis is a business owner who can't work. She was struck in the hip, and the bullet did significant damage to her lower extremities.
I barely can walk. I have one leg that's numb. My other leg is in constant pain all the time. My lower back, the bullet is lodged in my spine.
Nelke spoke to us from her hospital bed at an Elizabeth Rehabilitation Center. She was home for a while but had to return to the hospital due to the pain and possibility of infection.
The pain doesn't let me eat. I just don't feel comfortable. I know my kids miss me.
These are the 2 suspects police arrested.
Shocking. Shocking. No way. No way. No way. If you're not signed in, you can't vote. Okay. Let me just tell you guys over there on Ock Nation News. If you're not signed in, you can't vote on this polls. Okay. If you're not signed in, you can't vote on the polls. You have to sign in to the site. You have to, create an account with your email. It takes 5 seconds. I voted. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, salute to everybody out there, man. Look at these niggas, man. Look at these niggas, man. Look at these niggas, man. Jesus Christ. Look at these niggas. Ruin that woman's life, man. Wherever there's ruin and fucking pain and suffering, niggas ain't far behind, man.
Arguing with?
Nelkes is a business owner who can't work. She was struck in the hip, and the bullet did significant damage to her lower extremities.
I barely can walk. I have one leg that's numb. My other leg is in constant pain all the time. My lower back, the bullet is lodged in my spine.
Nelke spoke to us from her hospital bed at an Elizabeth Rehabilitation Center. She was home for a while but had to return to the hospital due to the pain and possibility of infection.
The pain doesn't let me eat. I just don't feel comfortable. Like, I know my kids miss me.
These are the two suspects police arrested and charged with aggravated assault and are being held in the Essex County Jail.
I feel like there has to be some consequences to their actions.
Yeah, Nelke's friends have set up a GoFundMe page. She's a business owner. She does have her own insurance, but her recovery is going to take a long time. And doctors are waiting to see if they will ever be able to remove that bullet from near her spine. At this point, they consider that to be too risky. That is the latest live from Linden, New Jersey. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Such an
New developments. A family is speaking out after they say an off-duty Atlanta police officer shot and killed their loved one. GBI is handling this investigation. And Channel 2's Brittany Kleinpeter is live right now from DeKalb County, where the family says they want justice.
That's right. We sat down with the cousin of Linton Blackwell right here on this bench behind us, where he shared more about the 44-year-old who he says was a father and rapper. He also shared new details from an autopsy report.
A father and rapper? Jesus Christ, man. You niggas is hilarious, man. You niggas are hilarious without even trying to be hilarious. A father and rapper. Yo, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious, man. A father and rapper. Holy shit. And listen, you talk about tough jobs or shitty jobs, a rapper, god damn. You talking about shitty jobs? You want a job where you got a high mortality rate? Jeez. He was a father and a rapper. Oh shit.
Where the family says they want justice.
That's right. We sat down with the cousin of Linton Blackwell right here on this bench behind us, where he shared more about the 44-year-old who he says was a father and rapper. He also shared new details from an autopsy report the family obtained.
My cousin, he was a loving father of two twins, and he should have been allowed to make it home that night. Two twins were waiting on him, who were devastated by this news.
Families say 44-year-old Linton Blackwell was shot 14 times on October 12th near Cane Hill Place. According to the GBI, an off-duty Atlanta Police Department officer became aware of an argument involving Blackwell. They say at some point, Blackwell put an item in the small of his back. The officer issued commands related to a gun before discharging his weapon and hitting Blackwell.
Oh, he got shot by the cops. He got shot by the cops. He got shot by the boys. Okay, so he got shot by them peoples, man. They made it seem like it was a mystery. He got shot by them peoples. He got shot by them peoples, man. Them people shot him, man.
Who's devastated by this news.
Families say 44-year-old Linton Blackwell was shot 14 times on October 12th near Cane Hill Place. According to the GBI, an off-duty Atlanta Police Department officer became aware of an argument involving Blackwell.
Okay, so an off-duty Atlanta police officer became aware of an argument. So he was arguing with some people at the club, outside the club. He didn't know, he wasn't aware of this off-duty police officer's presence, because he was an off-duty police officer.
Say at some point, Blackwell put an item in the small of his back.
At some point, Blackwell put an item in the small of his back, which would probably be a gun. The off-duty police officer saw him tuck a gun. And now you got some dude who's not in uniform yelling at you, telling you to freeze and shit, while you were just arguing with some other niggas. I mean, this is a tough situation. I will say this: if you're arguing with some niggas to the point where you brandishing a gun, and then some other person starts yelling, freeze, freeze, don't move, and pointing the gun at you, in that second, that's a tough situation. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about that. That's a tough situation. Press 1 if you agree with that, man. Press 1 if you agree with that. I'm not saying that you know, I'm not giving him an out, but I'm just saying it's a tough situation. He said, do street dudes say freeze? Or drop the gun? Let's just say he said drop the gun. Let's say the guy said drop the gun. Let's say the off-duty police officer said, drop the gun, drop the gun. Or, because they said the off-duty police officer saw him put the gun in the small of his back and then started shouting commands at him. And this nigga, he looked like a goddamn thug. So he already got a gun. He already at the club. He already arguing. He a rapper and shit.
44-year-old Linton Blackwell was shot 14 times.
44.
On October 12th near Cane Hill Place. According to the GBI, an off-duty Atlanta Police Department officer became aware of an argument involving Blackwell. They say at some point, Blackwell put an item in the small of his back. The officer issued commands related to a gun before discharging his weapon and hitting Blackwell. According to the autopsy report, several of the gunshots entered Blackwell's back.
I want to make sure I set the record straight and let people know the truth, let people know what really happened. I respect the figure in the community, loved by many, appreciated by
a respected figure in the community. I can see that. I definitely can see that. I can definitely see that being a respected figure in the community. He bought that shit. He bought that action. Press 1. He bought that action. He ain't playing. Nigga, the only way niggas gonna respect you is if you bout it. So yeah, he was ready to let that thing go at the club. So yeah, he's very respected in the community. He's a rapper.
Loved by many, appreciated by many.
Blackwell was pronounced dead on scene. Authorities say a handgun was also recovered.
Yo, years from now, that shit gonna be known as these niggas with these gold teeth, smiling with these gold teeth, and these big chains and shit, and always doing this with the watches. That shit ain't gonna age well in history, man. History gonna look back at them niggas as buffoons a little bit. History not gonna be kind to the caricature of the modern day rapper. But what was his name? What was his stage name? Because I want to hear some of the musical stylings, man.
Authorities say a handgun was also recovered. Blackwell's family tells me they will continue to push this forward to get justice for their loved one. They said the ideal scenario is that the officer involved should be accountable in some way.
Loved one. GBI is handling this investigation. And Channel 2's Brittany Kleinpeter is live right now from DeKalb County, where the family says they want justice.
That's right. We sat down with the cousin of Linton Blackwell.
Linton Blackwell. Okay. Let me see if I can find his rap name just from Linton Blackwell. Damn. I'm not seeing too much about him, man. Damn, bro. Linton. Lynn. Is it Linton? L-E? No, definitely not that. Linton. Nope, it ain't that. Linton Blackwell. It's Linton Blackwell. Yeah, I can't find his rap name, man. I'm trying, man. Let me see if it's in the comment section of this video. I want to listen to the musical stylings, man. I want to hear some of them raps, man. I want to hear some of his raps. I want to hear some of it. Let me see. This one says, so when you're off duty, you have the right to get in other people's business, an argument that had nothing to do with you, and because a man is carrying a gun, you feared for your life and shot him 14 times? Mind your business, cop. I can't wait to hear what the man he was arguing with has to say. This sounds like BS. F the police. I guess we not. Yeah, we don't. They don't have no. I don't know. They didn't tell us. I don't know, man. I don't know what this guy's name is. Sorry, man. I tried, man.
New at 4 o'clock, a Channel 2 Action News exclusive. A DeKalb County mother says she plans to press charges after her daughter returned from school with a large section of her hair ripped out. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live at Princeton Elementary in Lithonia. Audrey, the mother took her child to the hospital.
Right, and that 8-year-old girl is now at home recovering. The mother told me that another student actually ripped out her daughter's hair here inside the school lunchroom. Now she wants that student and school officials held accountable.
I looked at her head and I saw all her hair gone.
The images are tough to look at, but this is what.
You know how much force it takes to rip out some Negro hair at the root? I don't know how y'all hair is, Wicked, but you gotta take some force to rip some Negro hair out.
Yeah, the same here.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I would be pissed too.
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Like that means no adults were around to break it up for the guy like that, because it takes some force. It takes some, tugging and some pulling and some torque to do that. Damn. Yeah, man. You know what, man? That's why my daughter don't go to school with little Negro children like that, man. The only kid my daughter had a problem with last year was the little Negro child, man. Another little black girl making fun of her and shit. Calling her names and shit.
What's left of an 8-year-old's scalp after a reported incident with a student here at Princeton Elementary.
She just keep on crying.
Sabrina Johnson told me, according to her daughter, it all started when a student made a comment about her daughter's sexuality on Wednesday. She says the boy hit her daughter and her daughter hit back. That's when her daughter says the boy held her down to the floor and ripped out the third grader's hair from the root.
Oh, it was a boy. Okay. It was a boy. All right. That makes more sense. They made fun of her sexuality. They're having arguments about sexuality.
Yeah, how old are they again?
3rd grade.
Damn.
Damn. They're having arguments about sexuality. Jeez. What's going on with the world? Everybody, I'm warning you right now. Open up a tab with the OcNationNews.com website. We'll be moving over there at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. I don't want you to get left behind. Sponsor the show too. Take the challenge. Take the pledge. Let's see if we get some people. Let's see if we get 10 people to take the pledge right now. Either on OcNationNews.com or on YouTube. Let's see if we can get 10 people to take the pledge right now, man. Support the channel. Yeah, this is tough, man. This is a rough one, man. Now it's a little boy. They're arguing over sex. It's so much here as a parent to be disturbed about. Like, what do you mean? Made fun of her about her sexuality. Like, what is my daughter's sexuality? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it makes me wonder about that kid's home life, right? For the kid to be as aggressive as he appears, for him to talk about that shit, what's really going on over there? You know what I mean?
yeah. This is some crazy shit, man.
To the floor. Johnson told me, according to her daughter, it all started when a student made a comment about her daughter's sexuality on Wednesday. She says the boy hit her daughter and her daughter hit back. That's when her daughter says the boy held her down to the floor and ripped out the third grader's hair from the root. You can see the large bald spots at the back of her daughter's head.
He grabbed her hair and jerked her from her seat onto the floor and kept on pulling it.
In a statement, a DeKalb County spokesperson wrote, quote,
That's more like he's gay. You know what I mean? Because gay dudes kind of like hate girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or trans or whatever. He might be gay or trans or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Like boys don't typically, from what I know, fight with girls like that.
Not like that.
Feminine. It's kind of feminine to do that.
Yeah, very feminine. Yeah, to do that.
and well-being of our students remain a top priority for the DeKalb County School District. On October 22nd, an incident occurred between two students at Princeton Elementary School, resulting in one student's hair being pulled. The student's parent took them to a local hospital for further evaluation. The incident is still under investigation. Sabrina says the school refused to show her video of the incident, so she filed a police report. She tells me she next plans to press charges against the other students and transfer her daughter out of Princeton Elementary.
She's destroyed, emotionally destroyed.
And Sabrina told me she wants to see that surveillance video because she wants to know if any adults were around during this incident. That's part of the story I'm putting together, all new, for Channel 2 Action News at 5. Right now, we are live here.
The third graders, there should always be an adult around. You know what I mean? Like, they're in the third grade. There should always be an adult somewhere around.
In DeKalb County, Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
Oh, wow. Billups appears. Oh, wow. We got, damn, so much. Which one? Jesus Christ. I want to go back to this. I'm gonna click back on that one. Cat 2. I want to see this one very quick.
Other news now to a break in the case of an alarming attack at a Lauderdale Lakes Aldi store. Deputies have made an arrest nearly 3 weeks after that crime. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray joins us live from the scene. And Joan, that victim is still in the hospital.
Yeah, in a coma. So we were here just last week and they were putting up these flyers offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Well, now BSO says they have made an arrest. That man is in jail and he faced a judge today.
You know what? I love all these, man. I know you guys in Chicago have had it for years, but we've only had it in the DMV area. We only had it for maybe the last 15 years, right? So it's new to us, man. And
okay.
Yeah, I love it. I love all these, man. I like the way the layout. I like the different brands. You know, you don't skip the brands they got at all these. You don't see it any other store.
Right. Over there, they got the carts with the quarters in them.
Yeah, the snacks. Yeah, you gotta have a quarter. And they
Yeah,
got
for the cards to get a cart, and then you pop it in there, and they done hooks. When I was a little kid, I used to love the Aldi brand fudge stripes cookies.
Yeah, they got snacks galore. I love their snacks. Oh man, all these is the snack place, man. Oh man.
I heard they sell wine or something like that, and that it's actually pretty good. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh wow, I gotta look. I mean, I went there a few weeks ago, but I didn't check for any wine. But yeah, all these is awesome, man. I can't believe Sons have fucked that up, man. So salute to Gouch Malo. Gouch is already over there in the chat room on the OckNationNews.com. So shout out to Gouch Malo. Says your new site looks great. I still can't vote on Chromebook or phone. Oh, okay. Well, you can vote on Chrome, Google Chrome. I'm on Google Chrome and I voted, but everything else works. That's good as long as everything else works. You know, don't worry about the poll right now. I'll fix that later. But salute to you. Salute to you, Gouch Malo. Shout out to CA. Please open up a tab with the OckNationNews.com so that because I hate for you people that are contributing to get cut off at 12 o'clock, man, when we go to the other website, man. Salute to you, CA. CA, long time no see, man. CA is in the building supporting the channel. Thank you, CA. We appreciate you, man. Long time supporter. He said Dre is over. Dre is over on the new site too, and he can vote. I guess it's the browser you're on, Gouch. That maybe your browser. I gotta talk to my AI guy and see if he can fix that. I don't want to do too much right now because it's working, so I'll probably do that tomorrow because everything's working right. I don't want to ask him to fix something and then it go waywise. I'll fix that tomorrow, man. I'll fix that tomorrow, man. Salute to you. The main thing is that y'all can watch, y'all can interact. You can go to the Discord. interact on the video and you can chat. That's the main thing. You can buy memberships, super chat. Oh man, salute to my man. Salute to my man who just LAR who just did a super chat over there, man. LA Ramon just did a super chat over there. Shout out to LA Ramon for doing the super chat over there, man. Thank you, LA Ramon, man. Salute to you, man. I wonder how many times that does that. Let me see. Okay. I might have to talk about that. I might have to ask him about that. Uh-oh. That's why he got about that.
LA broke it.
No, it's probably just something. It's probably something that I haven't worked out. You know, the only way you know how stuff works on this stuff is by going live. You know what I mean? By actually going live. You know what I mean? That's the only way you know how stuff works. All right, let me talk to my guy. I gotta.
Man, the Minnesota Vikings are getting crushed.
Oh, what's the
Let us
score?
see. 37-10. Let us see it. Fuck them.
By who?
San Diego, or what is it? LA Chargers now?
Oh, okay.
You know, I was thinking of going down to Baltimore for the game.
Uh-huh.
But you know, it's kind of scary out there, you know?
You from Chicago, man. You'll be all right, boy. I've been to
Right,
Baltimore.
right. Yeah. Man, them tickets over there are cheap, bro. I was looking at them like near the field. It's like $70, bro. The last row over here is like 350. And by the field in Baltimore, it's like $70. I was like, what the? I heard Washington too. Somebody told me that the tickets for the Redskins are not expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard that stadium sucks though. The Washington Stadium, I heard it sucks.
Oh, it does?
That's what
Well, we getting
somebody
a new
told me.
one. We getting a new one. I haven't been there in 20 years, but yeah, we'll get a new one. We're getting a new one. We're getting a new one. This is worse. This sound is worse than the fucking what do you call it? It's worse than the smoke detector, man. So let me see something. I'm working it out now. I'm working it out right now. I'm
I got a few friends going to Baltimore for the game. I thought about going, but I ended up not going. What's up with that Bears game recently though, man? Took that ass. On that fumble. I know you didn't catch that game with the Redskins and the Bears, right? Took that ass.
um
The one that played like a week or two ago, the Bears and Washington.
Oh yeah.
You didn't watch it?
I mean, the Bears in Washington.
Yeah, they played like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't watch that game. I did
Man,
not watch that game.
took
I
that
did
dub
not watch
home.
that game. You know why I didn't watch that game?
They
I,
don't play
I'm
where
in
you at, right?
I'm in Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't get to see a lot of
What do they put where you at? They put the Steelers.
um yeah, the Steelers, the Eagles. I get the Eagles. I get all Eagles games, man. I get the Eagles games. This is embarrassing, man. What the fuck? Can you let me see. Hey man, he's working on it right now. So guys, don't worry about it. I don't know where that feature came from, where it just rings like that when somebody hits the super chat over there. I don't know what the fuck is that? That's crazy, but he working on it, man. He working on it, man. It should be off in a few seconds, man. That's one good thing about AI, man. Like you can they 24/7, 365. Um, salute to everybody up there. He said this sounds crazy, right? Right, right. Is he working on it? Bro? Is he working on it right now? He working on it right now. He working on it as we speak, man. Um, let's see. Okay, there you go. That's him. That's him telling me it should be fixed. Um, okay, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let me refresh my screen. Oh, there we go. Shout out, give my AI agent a round of applause, guys. Give my AI agent a round of applause for fixing that so quickly, man. Give my AI agent a round of applause, guys. Shout out to LA Ramon too, man. Give my AI agent a round of applause for fixing that so quickly, man.
The future's now or what?
Yeah, the future is now.
I know how this movie ends.
What this one?
Yeah, this AI computer shit. I seen the Terminator. I know what happens.
Shout out to LA Ramon, man. LA Ramon says, "What up, Ock Nation?" Shout out to you, man. All right, now it's safe to super chat over there now. It's safe to super chat over there now. It's not going to give us that annoying sound anymore. It's safe. It's safe again. The super chat over there. Yeah, this one right here. We already know how this is going to end. We already know how this story is going to end. Let's start it from the top, man, because I know people probably forgot what's going on. Let's start it from the top. Let's start it from the top. Salute to everybody out there, man. Appreciate your patience, man. Shout out to my AI agent, man. He fixed that really quick, man.
Other news now to a break in the case of an alarming attack at a Lauderdale Lakes Aldi store. Deputies have made an arrest nearly 3 weeks after that crime. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray joins us live from the scene. And Joan, that victim is still in the hospital.
Yeah, in a coma. So we were here just last week and they were putting up these flyers offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Well, now BSO says they have made an arrest. That man is in jail and he faced a judge today. It was a punch that shocked and devastated a Broward family, desperate to find the man responsible.
He was holding a dog. If you look right here, he's holding the dog. That dog, you need to fire that dog, man.
Shocked and devastated.
That dog lets you get knocked out.
A Broward
Dog,
family, desperate to find the man responsible.
A warrant for a felony battery. The court does find probable cause.
Broward Sheriff investigators say this man, 45-year-old Dandrea Johnson, is seen in Aldi stores.
Dandrea Johnson. Dandrea Johnson. Yeah, I had to work out the kinks, man. I'm working out the kinks, man. The site is sometimes you put a feature on your website and you don't know what it's like until you go live. You have no idea how it's going to behave until you go live and see it in real action. It sounds good when you typing it up and you telling the AI to do it, but then once it goes in real life, it's like, oh shit. So yeah.
Is Dandrea a female name?
I mean,
Dandrea?
I've never heard of that name, period. So I don't know if it sounds like a female.
It does.
Like Andrea with a D. You know? Andrea with a D. Dandrea.
Right.
Look at this slow motherfucker. He looking all slow and shit.
45-year-old Dandrea Johnson is seen in Aldi store surveillance, first having words with the victim over his service dog, and then using his fist to knock him to the ground, leaving him unconscious.
Justice would really be just finding out who this guy is, that nobody.
So they had words previously over the service dog, and then he punched him one time and put him in a coma. Some man hit hard, man. Some man is hard, Jack.
I mean, it's a big dude too, you know.
I mean, I guess so. He don't look like he look kind of. He look like he might be 5'10", 300 pounds. Yeah, I guess that's a nice size guy. Yeah, he's nice size.
He's not little.
No, he's not little, but still, like one punch, put the guy in the coma. Some man hit hard, bro.
That was a glider he knocked out, right?
It looked like an hombrito.
Oh, you think so? Damn.
Look at the people with him. Look at the people with him.
It was a punch that shocked and devastated a Broward family, desperate to find the man responsible.
Yeah, it's not a son. We know that's
who knows? It could be
dog, and then using his fist to knock him to the ground, leaving him unconscious.
Justice would really be just finding out who this guy is, that nobody else has to go through this.
The victim's brother made a public plea to find the attacker. BSO says tips led them to Johnson.
When the victim left, the victim didn't approach him. Mr. Johnson sucker punched him, and now he's in a coma.
But Johnson's lawyer argued for a lower bond, telling the judge there is more to the story.
He advised me the other individual that was involved was basically with a pit bull, his dog, and that pit bull basically attacked Mr. Johnson.
There is nothing to indicate this was an act of self-defense, Your Honor.
And the judge kept the bond high.
Mr. Johnson, I am going to set the bond at $100,000. The medical screening is granted. If and when you do bond out, you will be on pretrial GPS level 2.
So at last check, Johnson is still in jail. His lawyer said that his wife, who works for the Broward School District, is trying to now raise money for that bond. And his argument, as you heard, is that this
punched a white dude. I think they can get 10,000 if they go on GoFundMe. The guy was white, right? The guy who he punched was white, and you could just say like
racism. He's a somewhere. What's the other GoFundMe website? Gifts and Go.
Go, yeah.
Maybe on Gifts and Go, yeah, do it.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. Like, I'm getting a raw deal. A white man sicked his dog on me. It harkens back to the '60s.
Yeah,
It's like,
a white judge, a white jury. You know, you just hit him with the
yeah,
script, man. Throw the kitchen sink at it, man. You'll get the money.
yeah, man. Like this nigga, man. Like, yeah, definitely, man. A white judge, a white man. I was in the store minding my business, and a white man kept letting his dog, attack me, and he wouldn't. And I asked him to
Right.
stop, but he wouldn't. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
it sells itself, man.
Yeah. And if it was a black person, it wouldn't work. But the guy's white.
Right.
This is a slam dunk, man.
I might even donate.
Right. Right. Facts. Salute, man. Yeah, man.
Look at those gliders right there. What the fuck they do? The Brady Bunch.
Salute everybody. Hit the like button. Continue to support the channel. It's safe now to hit the super chat. It's safe to hit the super chat on Oc Nation News. .com. We had that. It's safe to hit it over there. But wherever you're watching, support the channel, man.
The Manson family.
Moving on to other news now. 4 people are now behind bars accused of stealing and trying to sell car tires and rims. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says there were at least 25 reported tire thefts just within the past month. CBS's
Wow, look at these hombritos, man. Mendez, Lopez, Alfonso.
Yo, look at her face. I mean, I don't want to be rude, bro. Look at her face, though. That's super low IQ, man. That sounds wrong.
Inbred. But these are gliders, man.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I think we gotta take this one though. The Umbrito. I bet you they Umbrito as fuck, you know.
No, yeah. I mean,
The one on the two on the left though, man. They look super glider, right?
Yeah. This one right here, he looked like, I don't know. He could have a little mix in him, but this one right here, that's a white boy. That's a white boy right there.
That's a white man right there.
That's a white girl.
Right, man.
Yeah.
CBS News Miami's Abby Dodge is live outside the jail of West Miami-Dade, and Abby, deputies say they found evidence while searching the suspects' homes, right?
When deputies executed those search warrants, they found stolen tires, rims, and the tools to take all of it off in a matter of seconds. The first of 4 suspects appeared in bond court today.
Look at that hair, man. She's definitely white.
Right, I think, yeah.
A 21-year-old Tabitha Alonzo is charged with dealing in stolen property. The other 3 suspects, ranging from 25 to 33 years old, are charged with grand theft.
I know there's a lot of victims involved who went to their cars and had no tires or rims.
Residents at the complex where a few of these thefts took place say it happened at least twice this year. Both involved small Toyota cars. Some residents didn't want to share their identities when talking with us about the incidents.
It's not like an expensive car like that. I would personally go for something else, but I don't know. There has to be a reason. I don't know.
Residents shared this security video from 2 weeks ago. It shows the thieves backing their car into a spot in the middle of the night. A man walks over to another car, and moments later, the tires are gone.
So I was like, that's weird. And she didn't even have rims or anything, because I thought maybe they were trying to steal her rims, but she just had regular tires.
Leaving drivers worried about their own ride.
I have a Toyota too, and I'm kind of surprised also. I kind of scared my tires might get stolen in future.
The arrests give drivers some hope for the future.
I hope that, it's the people that are attacking our community specifically.
And all 4 suspects are here in jail tonight. The 3 men facing grand theft charges are expected to be in bond court tomorrow, Friday. From TGK, Abby Dodge, CBS News, Miami.
Let me get to this. Wow. Let me get to this. Billups, man. They say he appeared in court. That motherfucker. Think about the shame, man. I feel bad for him.
I used to like the Pistons, man. I used to like Billups. He was a
Yeah.
dog on them threes.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a shame.
Yeah.
The shame right now. Like you the head coach.
I wonder if he must have had a gambling problem for the Mafia to be able to do that to him. You know, he don't need to do this, right?
He's been at this for a while though, before he was a coach. This is like, you know what I'm saying? This is like going back to 2019. People been saying.
This is breaking news.
That breaking news, brand new video shows Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups leaving federal court. He appeared before a judge on charges of money laundering and wire fraud conspiracy. The FBI says he's involved in a massive illegal gambling scheme. The case involves millions of dollars, the mafia, and dozens of alleged co-conspirators, including other big names in the NBA. The indictment against Billups was filed in the Eastern District of New York. Billups is set to appear in federal court in Brooklyn tomorrow. Thanks for joining us for KT News at 4. I'm Ray.
Damn, he got to get on the plane to go to court. Jesus.
And I'm Deborah Knapp. At this hour, Billups is on leave and the Blazers have named an interim head coach. So here's what you need to know right now. There are 2 operations under investigation. One about rigged poker games in which federal prosecutors say Billups participated in high-stakes games that allowed the mafia to steal millions of dollars from unsuspecting people. The other is about illegal betting on NBA games. They say bettors got non-public information which helped them win big. A guard for the Miami Heat, Terry Rozier, was arrested in that case, and the Trailblazers are named as one of the teams bet upon. Billups is not named specifically in that case. However, the description of co-conspirator number 8 does reference a player and eventual coach that matches Billups' description.
KT News is on your side with live team coverage tonight. Over the next few minutes, we'll break down the allegations, Billups' appearance in federal court this afternoon, where the team stands now, and how fans are reacting just as this new season gets underway.
Let's start with K2's Thanvi Verma live outside the federal courthouse in downtown Portland. And Thanvi, you just saw Billups leave the courthouse.
That's right, Deb. So Chauncey Billups just walked out of the courthouse. I asked him point blank whether he defrauded victims out of millions of dollars. He said nothing at all. He kept his composure. A few hours ago, a judge authorized his release on certain conditions, including what they're saying is a substantial bond, and by they, I mean the prosecution, and a prohibition on gambling. Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups indicted for allegedly taking part in a scheme that defrauded victims out of at least $7 million. That's according to United States Department of Justice. Billups, alongside over 24 people, allegedly put together rigged poker games in which they trick people out of their money. In a press conference held Thursday, the assistant director for the FBI New York field office explained.
Victims were attracted to play alongside well-known professional athletes and coaches like Chauncey Billups, only to be unknowingly deceived through rigged shuffling machines, fixing the odds in their favor, as alleged.
When it comes to technology, that's not all. The DOJ alleges the defendants had card analyzers that utilized technology loaded onto decoy cell telephones that could surreptitiously detect which cards were on the table, and playing cards that had markers visible only to individuals wearing specifically, or rather specially designed contact lenses or sunglasses. And coming up at 5 p.m., we break down allegations of the mafia's involvement. Reporting live in downtown, Thanvi Verma, K2 News.
Thanvi, thank you. We want to turn our attention now to K2 Sports Director Tyree Smith, live in Tualatin at the Blazers practice facility.
And Tyree, the Blazers did practice today. They were supposed to have a regular media availability, but they canceled. So what can you tell us about what you've seen out there and what we know about this new interim head coach?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's basically about it. They had practice today. We're supposed to have media availability, but they canceled. And we've been outside this practice facility live streaming all day long, and it's been It's been exactly what you expect. I mean, you could just take a look right here. We were able to get some faces of players and some staff members just kind of coming out and seeing if we could get a reaction from their coach, who is basically in the biggest scandal in Blazers history. We couldn't get any comment, but we got a lot of sad faces and confused looks. They're hurt by this news. And on top of that, they have to go play a game tomorrow at the Moda Center versus the Golden State Warriors at 7 p.m. Questions will be asked, and about 5:15 at home games, that's typically when the head coach for the team comes and speaks to the media. Tiago Splitter, who is now the interim head coach, will
Oh,
probably be
Thiago
taking that place.
Splitter.
So potentially, not sure yet, might be hearing from him at 5:15 tomorrow before the press conference. But folks, it's definitely a tough day.
Yo, what do you think about his hair, man?
I think it looks hilarious.
What do we think about his hair, guys? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, natural hair and shit. I'm not against it. It's just like, what if a white reporter had like
A mullet, a hillbilly mullet, a Joe, the Joe Dirt.
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would never be acceptable. But they can't say nothing to him. I know when he came to work, they was like, they had a meeting like, who's going to tell Antoine that he got a fucking, or Tyree, or whoever the fuck his name is.
Right. Everybody knew, including him. As soon as you walked in, everybody, including him, knew what's up. I never knew Billups to do anything like fucked up, right? Like he was low key. Chauncey Billups, right?
Well, I mean, you don't know these guys. Like, you got to understand, like, he's always been a gambler.
But
So
some
it's
of these
like,
guys fuck up though. Some of these players they
I
fuck
know,
up a lot.
yeah, they have a history. Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't have a history of anything. Yeah. Well, he did beat a rape charge. He
Oh,
was
did he?
charged with rape.
Damn.
Yeah, he was charged with rape. But, you know, that can happen to anybody. Like, literally, that can happen to anybody. Like, literally a rape
That's
charge.
tough though. Now it makes me wonder if he, I don't know. He's a criminal.
You say he's a criminal?
I mean, you just never know with people, right?
Yeah. It's just wild though, man. Like, if this was the 70s, he couldn't get away with that because they would want it to be like perfectly combed out, like a globe. You know what I'm saying?
The Jerry Curl.
Just a pick. You know, like in the 70s, you could wear afro, but it was like, you know, it was like a perfect sphere.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they picked it, right? They pick at it to make it that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Black
that's
Power, right?
crazy. Yeah, I mean, listen, and I'm torn because I'm not against black. I'm not against,
Right. Same here. I'm not against it, but I think this one here kind of looks funny. But I'm not against it. Whatever. I don't think anybody cares really, to be real, It is what it is. I mean, we all know that if they even remotely imply anything about it, he's gonna start crying.
you gonna get a lawyer. Whoever says something will get fired, and the company gonna get sued. So here's the thing: they're gonna have to fire you because you're gonna get them a lawsuit. So it's like, the lawsuit gonna be so crazy. They're gonna have to settle, and you don't want to be like in the news, like you telling black people that they can't wear hair and shit. So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't say nothing to him. I would ask my boss, whoever was over top me, the regional guy or the whoever. I would say, hey, what should I do here? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they gonna be like, whatever you do, don't say anything to him.
Right, just don't stare at it. That's it.
How many latenesses does he have? He's been late twice. Okay, so put him on probation.
Right. Then the next day.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, because, yeah, this is a tough one, Jack. It's a tough one.
I mean, people talk about it's a culture thing, right? But again, the example you said earlier about the white boy Joe Dirt money, right?
Yeah.
They they don't do that. They wear like a normal conservative hairstyle, as they should, you know?
Yeah. Man. That's it's just I just look at him and I'm like, yo, bro, like you trying to make a statement or something, my nigga? You trying to like kind of prove something, niggas?
Fenby, thank you. We want to turn our attention now to K2 Sports Director Tyree Smith, live in Tualatin at the Blazers
He the
practice
sports director.
facility.
And Tyree, the Blazers did practice today. They were supposed to have a regular media availability, but they canceled. So what can you tell us about what you've seen out there and what we know about this new interim head coach?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's basically about it. They had practice today. We're supposed to have media availability, but they canceled. And we've been outside this practice facility live streaming all day long, and it's been exactly what you expect. I mean, you could just take a look right here. We were able to get some faces of players and some staff members just kind of coming out and seeing if we could get a reaction from their coach, who is basically in the biggest scandal in Blazers history. We couldn't get any comment, but we got a lot of sad faces and confused looks. They're hurt by this news. And on top of that, they have to go play a game tomorrow at the Moda Center versus the Golden State Warriors at 7 p.m. Questions will be asked, and at about 5:15 at home games, that's typically when the head coach for the team comes and speaks to the media. Tiago Splitter, who is now the interim head coach, will probably be taking that place. So potentially, not sure yet, might be hearing from him at 5:15 tomorrow before the press conference. But folks, it's definitely a tough
They
deal for
said
these players. This is a
they
players-led
said
coach.
soon they're gonna be wearing bonnets while they doing. Yo, that's hilarious.
Man, the bonnet, no way they would be cool with them wearing a bonnet.
Yo, if a sister show up with a bonnet and she doing the news,
No, you
yo,
gotta say something then.
hey,
At your own risk.
I wouldn't say nothing. I would ask to go up the ladder and tell you, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's above. You won't think about it, right? If you get your company $100 million lawsuit, civil rights lawsuit, you they gotta fire you, man. You fucked up big time, dog.
right.
You
Damn.
fucked up big time. That's a huge fuck up. And they also gonna look somewhere in the fucking book, because you know they probably already got guidelines. They probably already got a book that says like you can't discriminate on people's hair and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or cultural practices or some shit. And or you don't have the right as a such and such to tell another employee. Yeah, it's probably some shit to fine print to it. They can fire you immediately for doing that shit. Yeah, but no, I'm not. Listen, I'm black, and I already know if a chick showed up with a bonnet, I'd just be like, I'd be like, you know what? That bonnet doesn't really match with your outfit. It's cute, but I think that it clashes with your outfit, and I don't think you're gonna like the look after we record it. I would say something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. It's coming
Now
though.
they got to figure out how to go 81 games. Yesterday was just the first one. 81 games for the rest of the season without their head coach, with this hanging over their heads. And there's still so many more questions to be asked, and there's so much more for us to find out. And we'll have a lot more for you on K2 News at 5. Stick around, because this story is just the beginning. All right, Deb?
Tyree Smith, thank you for that. It's been a roller coaster of emotions for fans over the last 24 hours, from celebrating the start of that new season to now the arrest of the head coach.
So K2's Guillermo Mota is live at the Moda Center for us tonight. Guillermo, how are fans taking the news?
Deb, surprise, just 24 hours ago, like you mentioned, we were out here talking to fans, having some good time. Fast forward to today, this is what's going on. This is the reality, head coach Chauncey Billups and what's going on. And talking to fans, several fans today, they're all shocked, surprised, and disappointed just because they never expected this type of scandal going on with their team. We talked to a fan earlier today who said, this is not only about the Blazers, this is about the future of the league and how the league can be better.
Because of the light of this, I think that the best outcome is to have more restrictions and have more oversight of other teams, because this can't continue. Otherwise, sport like basketball would just be gambling. It's no longer just go see and support your team now. It's just more about money.
Yeah. Like he mentioned, it's more about basketball. It's more than basketball, and it's about money. And talking about money, fans will be spending their money to come see the Blazers here tomorrow in a huge matchup against the Golden State Warriors. So like Tyree mentioned, we'll be posted here tomorrow to hear more from anyone in the Blazers organization about what's going on. But we'll stay put out here in the Moda Center and around to talk to fans to see what they got to say to us. Live at the Moda Center, Guillermo Mota, KT News.
Guillermo, thank you for that. As we mentioned, there are two separate sports betting schemes. The other case relates to allegedly rigged bets. The suspects are accused of providing inside information about players to co-defendants who used it to place unlawful wagers.
K2 Steve Dunn is tracking this part of the story for us from the live desk. And Steve, Billups is not charged in this case, but court documents describe somebody that matches his description.
Absolutely do, Deb. They say co-conspirator 8 lived in Oregon, was an NBA player from about 1997 to 2014.
That's him.
Was an NBA coach since at least 2020.
That's him. That's him. Damn. So he's in the both of them. Wow. He's fucked. Yeah, that's him. That's Chauncey Billups. I remember he came out my year. Me and him the same age. He came out. He's McDonald's All-American in 1996. And he went to Colorado for 2 years. Yeah, or 95. I think it was in 95 or 96 he came up. But yeah, that's him. That described that. They talking about him.
To allegedly rigged bets. The suspects are accused of providing inside information about players to co-defendants who used it to place unlawful wagers.
K2 Steve Dunn is tracking this part of the story for us from the live desk. And Steve, Billups is not charged in this case, but court documents describe somebody that matches his description.
Absolutely do, Deb. They say co-conspirator 8 lived in Oregon, was an NBA player from about 1997 to 2014. Was an NBA coach since at least 2021. The Blazers named Chauncey head coach in June of 21. And according to court documents, around March 24th of 23, co-conspirator 8 told the defendant that the Blazers were going to be tanking for draft position. Co-conspirator 8 also allegedly gave inside information that several of the Blazers' best players wouldn't be playing in that game.
Wow. Yo, that right there, yo. He just got elected to the Hall of Fame last year. That's enough. This is enough to revoke his Hall of Fame. Please continue to support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. I'm going to delay going over to OckNationNews.com right now because a lot of people, I'm going to give you guys more time to, to get your browser straight, but make sure you guys support the channel. And wow, let's see if we get some more people to take the to support the channel and to take the the challenge. This is earth shattering, man. This is earth shattering. Chauncey Billups, because I was like, okay, he's only betting on poker. This is saying he's also betting on the games. This is insane.
From that day show that several star players sat out and that the Blazers lost. A U.S. attorney discussed the case this morning.
This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential information about National Basketball Association athletes and teams.
Now, one of the suspects is Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. He was in court today in Orlando. He was arrested there shortly after the Heat played the Magic last night. Between December of 22 and March of 24, he's accused of sharing information about team rosters. In a statement, Rozier's lawyer said Terry is not a gambler, but he is not afraid of a fight, and he looks forward to winning this fight. Rozier is also accused of faking an injury in March of 23 when he was with the Charlotte Hornets.
The non-public information included when specific players would be sitting out future games, or when they would pull themselves out early for purported injuries or illnesses.
A former Cleveland Cavaliers player and coach, Damon Jones, was also arrested in all of this. We'll be following this case and any connection to Portland as it develops. Back to you guys.
Okay, Steve, thank you. Of course, we want to hear from you, the viewer. How do you think this scandal will impact the Blazers season? Will it be a distraction? Open the door to new leadership? Is it still too early to tell? You can weigh in by scanning the QR code.
It ain't gonna be no distraction if they don't fire him, it'll be a distraction. They got fired. They gotta fire Chauncey Billups, man. They have to. I mean, it's no other way around it, man. You gotta fire that guy, man. You gotta cut ties with that guy, man. Jesus Christ. We'll get back to some more crime. We'll get back to that later, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. Support the channel, man.
New at 6, a man visiting from northern Wisconsin becomes the latest victim of gun violence here. He was shot in the stomach.
Police say they found the suspect days later wearing a disguise. Fox 6's Ashley Sears spoke to the victim from his hospital bed about the help he still needs.
I mean, I didn't expect to be alive, I can tell you that.
Dual Davis never thought a visit to Milwaukee would turn into this.
I've had 6 surgeries so far.
The 31-year-old spoke to us from his bed at Frederick Hospital after a scary few weeks.
I hit my liver, my lung, my intestines.
The northern Wisconsin man and his girlfriend were driving to Illinois and stopped at a friend's in the River West neighborhood on October 5th.
Her boyfriend, I don't know, just started freaking out and pointing guns at people and stuff.
Court documents say Davis went outside and 45-year-old Gregory Kaiser followed behind, waving a gun.
Everybody hit that like button. Support the channel. Let's see if we can get some people to take the pledge to support the channel. Salute, man. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Kyle Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. That's messed up. Jeez.
And after he did that, he put it like under his belt buckle, and I just went after him.
Davis was shot in the stomach. Police say Kaiser tried to get away.
Officers arrested Kaiser 2 days after the shooting. A search warrant explains he was found in the River West neighborhood trying to get into his girlfriend's SUV. When police stopped him, they say he was trying to stay hidden, wearing a woman's wig, and had painted the car a different color.
Gun violence is crazy.
For weeks, Davis's family has been by his side.
He is very lucky.
Everyone grateful the outcome wasn't worse.
And people playing with guns can hurt innocent people.
In Milwaukee, Ashley Sears, Fox.
Our big story tonight, new video shows the moments before and after a shooting that killed one teen and left 2 others injured Monday night.
It happened right there near 79th and Hampton. Our Bria Jones is here to walk us through the video tonight. Bria?
Good evening, Ted, Mary. That new video tonight, it gives us a better picture of what happened. Shots fired in a burst, a group of people startled, and the moment they realized that one of them was hit. 12 shots within 6 seconds, altering the lives of 3 families and ending 1 life. Fox 6 obtained surveillance video showing the chaos that ensued after the shooting. You can hear cries for help as multiple people try to assist. Milwaukee police say Monday night 16-year-old Marquise Champion was killed near 79th and Hampton. He died at the scene. Milwaukee Public Schools say he was a student at Bayview High School. 2 others, ages 17 and 18, were also hurt. Footage also shows 20 seconds before shots are even fired, someone running away from the area. MPD says they know who fired those shots, but no one has been arrested. Final moments of the video capture the sheer shock and panic of the situation and the rush to get away and get help. Again, Milwaukee police say they are still looking for a known suspect. If you have any information, you're urged to give them a call. Mary?
Just a nigga-wation. Was it a nick-tuation? Just a stupid nick-tuation.
All right, Bria Jones reporting there in the newsroom. Thank you. We have new details tonight about Sandra Lee. She is one of 2 victims shot and killed Sunday at 27th and Atkinson. The attack caught on nearby surveillance.
A lot of people getting shot in Milwaukee. Press 1. All this shit is Milwaukee. What the fuck?
Cameras, very clear pictures as you see there. Fox 6 did a...
That nigga, yo, if they catch him, he might as well just cop. He shouldn't even go to trial. You ran down a woman like that on the city street. He's done.
Obtain the video, which shows a man chasing after Lee while pointing a gun at her. As you see, we paused the video before shots were actually fired, but take a look at this afterwards. It does show the man approaching Lee and appear to hit her. Tonight, Lee's family wants the world to know she was loved.
I want them to remember Sandra, Nicole, the good her, when she was, okay, the good times, like.
She was okay, the good times. What you mean by that? Was she out there? She was in the streets. She was like a drug user or something like that. He said son should have never been allowed to play GTA. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Damn. Damn.
And appeared to hit her. Tonight, Lee's family wants the world to know she was loved.
I want them to remember Sandra, Nicole, the good her, when she was, okay, the good times, like, not the last image the world got of her.
64-year-old Marcus Smith was killed. Police arrested a 26-year-old suspect and referred charges to the DA's office.
Well, we begin with our big story tonight at 9. We are learning more about a Milwaukee woman shot and killed near 27th and Atkinson. 50-year-old Sandra Lee is one of 2 victims who was targeted Sunday.
And for the first time tonight, Stephanie Quirk talked with her family. She joins us here in studio with their message.
Yeah, Kim and Ted, 64-year-old Marcus Smith also died in this shooting. We talked to his family on Monday and also uncovered surveillance video that shows this attack play out. But tonight, Lee's family tells me they want the world to know she was loved.
I'm trying to be strong for, you know, my uncles, my mama, my grandma, my family, but we all holding up.
The past few days for Deja Brown are hard to put into words.
I'm sorry.
Brown's aunt, 50-year-old Sandra Lee, is one of 2 people killed on a sidewalk near 27th and Atkinson Sunday. The other victim is 64-year-old Marcus Smith.
And I'm sorry for all families, you know, not just my family affected, like his family affected also.
Nearby surveillance video captured a man running after Lee on the sidewalk Sunday while pointing a gun at her. We paused the video before shots are fired. Shortly after this moment, it shows the man shoot Lee, then approach her and appear to hit her.
I don't want to remember her like that. I don't want her to be remembered like that.
Fox 6 spoke to a man who says the 26-year-old police arrested after the shooting is his uncle.
Honestly, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place because this situation could have been prevented, man. This could have been prevented.
Lee's family,
I want them to remember Sandra, Nicole,
is choosing to focus on the life their loved one lived rather than the one that was taken away.
who she was as a person better than, you know, like I said, the last image that.
An MPD arrest records show officers referred 2 homicide charges to the DA for the suspect arrested in this case. The DA's office tells me that this matter is still pending investigation, so there's no estimated timeline on when a charging decision will be made. Ted?
We begin tonight with that school scare.
Damn. Everybody support the channel, man, via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Just take the pledge, support the channel. Woo. It's rough out here in these streets, man. It is rough out here in these streets, man. So much stuff going on, man. Wicked, you still there? I think Wicked zonked out on me, man. Wicked conked out on me, man. If you want to come up, man, link is in the description box, man. I'm telling you, man.
I can't walk off. That's okay, why?
The original YNs, y'all. The original YNs. I got to piss like a racehorse, so I'm gonna play the original YNs for you while I take a pee like a fucking racehorse, my G. All right.
I can't walk off. Somebody come try to take over my dirt. Place I live. And because I don't want nobody bothering me, I guess that's why. I use game wars to protect my territory right here, to protect this area, the church. That's why I game war. Oh yeah! 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 Up on the roof. Oh yeah! 100 proof. Oh yeah! It's in my spine. Oh yeah! That's okay, why? Oh yeah! Then we be on Darren Street, right? First. We be on Darren Street drinking. From all the rest, who drink the most, the scarlet folks, it's in my cap, those Apple Jacks, all bowl a day, keep the niggas away, it's in my drink myself because it gives me a nice feeling when I'm drinking. A nice high. Make me feel right then. Then I remember when I'm sober. It makes you feel kind of good. You know, you can beat the world. And that, nobody's gonna bother you, you know, because you feel as though you can't get hurt. Shredded weed, it's in my socks. Bird on the rocks, it's in my shoes. Oh, what a booze, it is so fine. That's okay wine, $1.09. Drink it any old time, and we will rumble, and we will tumble. Put some wine, any old time, and for a quart, a tail of pork, and for a half, we'll kick your ass. We are the most, from coast to coast. It's on the wall, St. Peter Paul. What's on the floor? Geronimo. Who get the booze? The Rulu booze. Who get the taste? And Leach and Marvin, they leave because they going over to mess with these girls. So when they go around the corner, John Lee gang around there again. We had asked him where was he from. And he said he was from 12th and Oxford. And so at that time, during the time we was gang warring, because we had moved on the runner anyway, and that time we had moved in on him.
I took a stroll by the poplar streetscape. I know I shouldn't, it was really too late. There they gathered 100 thick. I ran around and found myself a big stick.
Around the corner and see the Cossacks beating Leach up. So then we jumped in and start fighting. And then they run away. When they run away, we catch one of them and we stomp him. After we go back around and we see JB, he didn't go with us. JB stayed with the wine. So then Marvin said, you know, that JB stayed with the wine, so then JB had to go through the line. So we have a kangaroo court the next day over the playground. And JB tells his story, and Marvin tells his story, and me, Charles, and Leach would be the judges. So after JB tells his story, me and Leach and Charles say, well, he got to go through the line. So then we take him over to the playground, and he goes through the line. All right, quiet. Let's get it on with.
Me and Leach went around to see these two broads. So the cops has moved on me. So Leach told me, come around and get the rest of the gang. So we went around, I went around there. So I told him. So we went around there, I looked back, I seen JB laying with the booze. So we was around there bucking. I ain't see JB. So we went back down there and he was still there with the booze, so he must ain't go down with us. And he probably was sipping on it while we was gone.
But JB, man, why didn't you come with us?
You came down, man.
Man, I mean, the contacts were strong, man. We could have used you, man, but you laid in the cut. On account of what?
I mean, I was dipping my bottle, man.
So in other words, man, you put wine before you put your cornballs, right?
You know, I put my cornball nothing, man.
So the way I get it, you ran out on us.
I ain't even know. I was just getting my groove then, man.
Oh, man, shut the hell up.
Today marks a solemn.
Our gang woke us.
What y'all think of the original YNs, man? What did y'all think about the original YNs, yo? Let's see if we can get some people to take this. Let's see if we can get 10 people to take the $5 challenge. The $5 challenge. Let's see if we get 10 people to take the $5 challenge, man. And support the channel, man. Straight up. This is you say you have a headache? They spoke better English. Yeah, that definitely spoke better English back in those days. Yeah, man. These original YNs, man. Same behavior, but it gets worse with each generation that follows. If you want to come up, man, let me drop the link. If anybody wants to come up, man, you can come up. So it gets worse with every generation. I don't know, man. I just think like we've been lied to so much about history, man. And I mean, you guys know it here. We take it for granted that how much the average person would never believe that niggas was acting like this in the 60s. Press one. The average black person and white person that's not old. I mean, the average person our age, 30, 40 years old, would never believe that niggas was acting like this back in the day. They would never believe it. It was a mean sneeze, man. My ancestors, man. Ancestors said, I heard you talking shit. My ancestors heard me talking shit. They was like, oh, yeah. These are the same people that be like, back in my day, we used to fight. We didn't pull guns back in my day. Back in my day, kids had respect. This is them. Back in my day, kids had respect. If you got in trouble after school, the neighbors would whoop your ass, and then the next neighbor would whoop your ass. And then when your parents got home from work, they'll whoop your ass again. Whoever heard that? Whoever heard that? Press one if you heard that. Look at this nigga got a whole conch in his head, man, and a black mouth in his mouth. Mm.
I can't work because somebody come try to take over my dirt.
Mm. Mm.
And the loss of life has to be stopped. Any consolation in all this, all the gang killings in this city since 1967 have been solved by police. I'm sure that is no complete cure-all, but I think there's a lot of things that have to be done. Machinery, swift justice, punishment, severe punishment for this type of violence, which don't happen too often in this city.
What are you going to police personnel to do the type of things you want to do towards solving the gang problem?
Well, as I mentioned, there are many things that I would like to have, and again, they're limited because the money's not available. But if money would be available from the federal government, we could increase some of the programs that I've just mentioned. We could become involved in other programs. We need equipment and all the other things that we could, in other words, the money that we now receive for in our budget, by the way, it's almost $82 million, and I'm sure it'll be a lot higher this year because of police overtime, etc. But there's many things that we want to do to provide for the people in this community, which the money is not available to us now.
Is this your hope for this in this?
Yeah, that's Frank Rizzo. And we're Ock Nation. Hit the like button, man. Smash that like button. Yo, we trying to get to 100. We used to have 300, 400 in the chat. They got us all the way down to 100. Hit the like button. Share this, man. Share the video. Support the channel, guys. Go to the website. Create an account on OckNationNews.com. We are in the building. Only place you're going to get this, man. You know damn well they going to tell you niggas was putting their head down when white people was running up on niggas calling them boy. Press 1. They want you to think that white people was running up on niggas and calling them boy. And the nigga just put his head down and be like, yes, sir, boss? Yes, a stranger white man? What you want me to do, Mr. Stranger White Man? It's not true. It's all lies. The only real channel on YouTube and off of YouTube.
Committee hearing that it might shake down a little federal money?
Well, I hope so. I've been before so many committees so many times that I'm getting a little tired. I've been through 3 or 4 committees, investigations, and we haven't received any money yet. I'm hoping that as a result of this appearance with other city officials that money is available. If it's not, I hope it's just not the same wasted motion that we've been through so many times.
Right. Thank you very much, Commissioner. Good luck to you. Thank you. Okay. Chairman Pepper, what do you hope you'll be able to achieve by your hearings here in Philadelphia today?
We are hoping that we will be able to learn facts to determine whether or not there's a need for greater federal assistance to the state and local authorities in combating crime in the streets, and particularly gang crime in the streets, greater degree of aid than is now being received. This is a part of a general investigation into crime in the United States, which our committee was set up to investigate by the House of Representatives last year. And we are hopeful that we can propose to the House of Representatives and therefore to the Congress federal programs and recommend more funds if we find there's a need for it, which will enable state and local authorities more effectively to deal with the challenging matter of street crime here in Philadelphia.
Why did you choose Philadelphia, Mr. Chairman, for these hearings on gang warfare?
Well, our distinguished member of the committee, the Honorable Robert Nix, representative in the Congress from the Philadelphia area, brought to the committee's attention the problem of gang warfare, which you were having here in Philadelphia. But also, we've been having hearings in other parts of the country. Boston, recently in New York, Washington, Baltimore. So this is a part of a series of hearings we've been having all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast and in the South and the Middle West.
Many of the people that I've talked to here in the last few days, the people of Philadelphia, are certainly happy the hearings are being held here, but they seem somewhat pessimistic that anything might come out of it. They've had investigations before on this problem. What makes you think that you may be able to convince Congress at this time that more federal money is necessary for combating this type of crime problem?
Well, in the first place, so far as I'm aware, no hearing upon that subject has been held in Philadelphia by a congressional committee. The previous study was by the state authorities at the instance of the Attorney General, and they made a good study. But
listen how they talking about these niggas. This is 1970, y'all. Listen to how they talking about these niggas. It sounds like today. It sounds like today.
They didn't deal with the federal aspects of the problem. We are here to determine what more federal assistance is needed, as the editorial in the Philadelphia Inquirer indicated this morning. Now, the hope that we have that Congress will listen to our recommendation is the fact that Congress has been giving an increasingly large recognition to the need for federal assistance to the states and the local community in combating crime. Hardly any community in the country is able to deal with this subject alone. It is a matter of national concern. The amount of federal assistance has steadily increased. For example, this year, we've authorized $650 million for the Law Enforcement Assistance Administration, federal aid to the states and local communities, $1 billion the next year, $1.5 billion the year thereafter. And the House has already appropriated $480 million. So we are steadily increasing the amount of federal aid to the Assistance Administration, federal aid to the states and local communities, $1 billion the next year, $1.5.
Do you know how much $1 billion was in 1970? Do you know how much $1 billion was in 1970? They were spending billions of dollars in Philadelphia to stop these niggas from killing each other. Yeah, it's probably $500 billion.
$1 billion the year thereafter. And the House has already appropriated $480 million. So we are steadily increasing the amount of federal aid to the states and cities and communities in trying to meet the problem of crime in the streets, which is so much a matter of concern to the people.
One last question, Mr. Chairman, before you begin your hearings. I know it's perhaps premature to ask you this before you start your hearings, but I'm wondering what your initial impressions might be as to where federal help essentially should go in Philadelphia, whether to the law enforcement branch or to the social agencies who are trying to get at the root problem that causes the social conditions that breeds gang crime.
Well, as you have suggested, the matter of crime is a massive challenge. There's hardly any single facet of it which is the solution to the whole problem. We're going to try to get the facts first and then determine where the federal aid can be best bestowed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good luck with your hearings.
Thank you a lot. Glad to see you.
Good to be with you again. Bootman, why did you join a Philadelphia gang in the first place?
I guess it was a thing, like, when I was living in South Philly when I was younger, it was just like, you be going to school, you swing out with a group of fellas, and like, you just form a gang from there, and you go from there, and you grow up with them, and like, it'd be a gang there, and so like, you just automatically be a part of it from being friends with the fellas.
Did you have to join it? I mean, was there pressure on you if
No.
you didn't join?
No, you didn't have to join it. But it was, I think, it was a thing like feeling like some kind of security, like just belonging to something.
Why do you think there is such a problem with gang warfare here in Philadelphia? Why is it such a big problem in Philly?
In Philly, but truthfully, like I look at it towards like it's a lack of opportunity and like recreation facilities throughout the city. It's a lack of, really things
That nigga said it's a lack of recreational facilities throughout the city. A lack. Don't worry, NCF, I'll fix that.
For the younger fellas to do, you know, like, it's limited on jobs. There's no place for them to go. There's nothing for them to do. So they stay on the corner, you know. And, like, it's a thing, like, it's activity to them, you know, fighting among each other.
That's their recreation, fighting, yeah. Have you ever been in gang? Have you, Bootman, have you been involved yourself in gang fights and killings?
I've been in gang fights, but not in no killings.
Ever seen anybody killed?
No, not off the back, but I had a couple of friends of mine that got killed, and I've seen them, you know, before they died.
What do gangs fight over?
Oh, well, truthfully, like, it's a number of things. It can happen behind a girl, it happen behind one gang might beat up a fella from another gang, you know, and just kick off from there, you know.
How do gangs operate? What sort of organization do they have?
Well, like, truthfully, I think that gangs, they have what I might say is really what I call togetherness, because, like, each of them will look out for one another. None will let nothing happen to the other one. You know, they really have unity in a gang.
Do you think they get something out of a gang that they might not be able to get from their family if they come from a broken home?
Well, yeah, because it seems like, say, by being in a gang, you are really loved, it seems like, by all the fellas, you know, like, everybody love each other, you know, very much so. Like I said, they're not going to let nothing happen to each other. When at home, you know, like, you might, you know, it's a high thing, and it's it at home, you know, when you come out on the street, your friends, they treat you like you are their brother, you know, just like you're their blood, and y'all be together every day, all day long. So it gives you more to look forward to by being with them than being home.
Let's take that question once again. There's quite a lot of noise there. I'll ask you again. Why do you think fellas join gangs here in Philadelphia? Is it because they lack something in their homes?
I think that a lot of them do, you know, and it's like I say, it's a thing of like feeling secure, you know, about doing something, like belonging to something, which like they might not receive at home, you know, the love and affection, so that they get it from their friends on the street. Like the corner boys, you know, they always together, they be together day in, day out, you know, and it's like, it's a real sweet thing, you know, just having your friends love you, you know, like you don't get from home.
Do the gang members themselves get into a lot of trouble because they're committing criminal acts or getting into trouble with the gang, trouble with the police?
Well, like, yes, I would say so. Like, a lot of it, you know, is behind, like, it's like being a gang member. Like, you know, gang war, you know, it's automatically, but going to jail if you get caught and if you hurt somebody. Then, like, there's certain fellas in a gang, so, like, they might get together and, like, it's no work, so they be on the corner and they want money for something. They go in there, rob something or somebody, you know, to get it.
When were you first arrested and why?
And I think the first time I was arrested, I think I was about 9. And it was for a burglary.
A burglary that you did with the gang, through the gang?
No, it was just me and another friend of mine.
What happened to you? When did you first get into trouble with the police, Bootman?
I think I was about 9. I said between 7 and 9.
What happened?
Well, like, it was a burglary. Me and a friend of mine, we burglarized a store.
And what happened to you?
Oh, like, they locked us up. They took us to Youth Study Center. Called my mother, you know, she came and got us. We had a hearing. They let us go.
And then what? Did you go to reform school finally?
Not till, I'll say, some length of time after then I went to reform school.
And did you meet other gang leaders there? Or,
Well, I met a lot of other gang members and some gang leaders, you know, from different gangs throughout the city.
What did the reform school do for you? Did it help you at all?
Hold on a minute.
Boot man, what did reform school do for you? Did it help you at all?
No, I know. Truthfully, I don't think so. Beyond the fact that, like, while you are there, you know, like, you meet other fellows which are older than you know, which are there for more serious crimes, and like they always tell you how you can, you know, when you get out, how you can commit a crime and get away with it, you know. And like the supervisors that be there, my true opinion is like they don't really, you know, care too much about whether you be rehabilitated or not, you know. And you always learn more and worse things out of being in reform school. When you come out, you know more about how to get into things than you did before you went in. So I don't think that'd do anything for you.
And did you get into more trouble when you got out?
Yes, I did.
Like what?
Like burglary, that's my thing. I burglarize, you know. And still, like as I go in and out of jail and learn from people about burglarizing, each time I come out, that's all I'll do is burglarize.
How do you think the police are handling the gang war problem here? Do you think they're doing a good job or not?
Truthfully, no, not a good job. I mean, like, I think that the job can be done better. But see, like, it's a thing, like, I don't know, see, like, the police and, like, older people, they cannot relate to gangs like younger people can, you know. And, like...
Man, oh, man. Oh, the more things change, the more they stay the same, man. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Because you got to admit that things had changed, man. You got to admit that. Things have changed from then. Like, you got fucking, the cameras are better, the technology is better, the styles of clothes are different. It's mob facts. Mob facts.
Tell us about the structure of this group, what it's called, the structure of it. All right, let's cut it. Camera's rolling. All right, boys, you're on. All right, so tell me about what was the name of this outfit and, you know, what's the structure of it?
Of the Seven Skulls, we have like a headquarters. Then we have Supreme Press that's Blackie or Marvin. They can, you know, they rule over all the other presses and divisions and stuff like that. You know, they just, you know.
Now, excuse me. All right, camera's rolling. Okay. So, Ruben, what you said before, I want to know the structure of the club. What's the name of it? What's the structure?
Okay, the name of the club is the Seven Skulls. We have like different divisions, you know, and every division is run by a press, a vice, and a warlord. And we have Gestapo. That's like the Gestapo is like the police or something. They enforce the rules, make sure everybody pays their dues. And then we have what you call the Supreme Press. He's in charge of all the divisions, and Supreme Vice and Warlord, and they're in charge of all the divisions, you know.
How wide a group is it? I mean.
Well, we have division in all boroughs, you know, and we have a division of in Queens, Long Island, the Savage Skulls. They call it MC division. They're on motorcycles, you know.
Now, say you have a Gestapo and enforce.
Yeah, but in every club, there's always going to be people that are going to be fucking up, that don't, you know, follow the rules. You know, in every club, you always have, you know, a couple of people that don't want to follow the rules, and they'll be sniffing glue and they'll be shooting dope, you know, and we just take care of these people, you know.
Now, why are you a club? Do you have any idea why in this neighborhood you are a particular club? Is it for protection? Is it for a little bit of comradeship or whatever? Or what is it? What do you get out of a club? I'd like to get
the fun of it. You know, we just like to be together to enjoy ourselves in a club with our members, with our girls. We just sit in a club, we have fun, we listen.
Yo, 1973. Yo, everywhere, everywhere you look, everywhere you look. I'm trying to find the good niggas. Where the good niggas at? Where's the documentary about the good niggas? Where are they? Where's the documentary about the good niggas? And support the channel, man. We should have more than 3 people taking the challenge today, man. We should have more than 3 people. I've been going live since, I think, 2 o'clock. Took a little break, came back. We've had 3 people take the challenge, pledge, support the channel. I know we got more people than 3 that can support the channel, that can take the pledge. I know that. I know we got more than 3 in a whole day. That's crazy. This is insane, man. This is absolutely insane. That where the good niggas at, man? I'm looking for that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I want to find me some high achieving niggas that's doing their schoolwork, achieving high, and building up their community, man. And supporting their community, man. Where y'all at?
This afternoon, 2 14-year-olds are indicted on gang charges after allegedly killing a 13-year-old in Cobb County.
That's right. So we do know that these teens, they're accused of shooting Desire Reed to death in Austell on Paget Drive off of Austell Road in July. Chase Howell joining us from the newsroom. So Chase, the Attorney General's office is actually the person who brought about these charges. What else do we know about this?
Hey, Cheryl, that's right. So Chris Carr's gang prosecution unit is who brought about the indictment. And today I talked to Desai's mom about the charges and a street gang expert on how these kids even get into one of them.
So look at my neck, y'all. I should get that money.
And I used to bust in the room like, boy, it's bedtime. Cut that off.
LaSasha Hargett is Desai Reed's mom. In July, Hargett says Desai was shot and killed in Austell while visiting family.
I will never get to, see him grow up, see him get married, see him have kids, I won't see that. I won't see him graduate from high school.
Cobb County police say he was caught in the crossfire when alleged gang members started shooting at one another on Paget Drive.
You mean to tell me you just wanted to just throw your life away behind words that y'all having or going back and forth? Is it serious? Because when you're locked up, where are these so call members at? They're nowhere. You're calling on your mom.
So far, police say they've arrested 3 teens in connection to the shooting. And on Tuesday, Georgia's Attorney General announced both 14-year-old Jonathan Camphor and Josiah Cole now face gang charges for their role in the incident. How do you know Josiah Cole, and was he one of the people those gang members were allegedly shooting at?
Yes.
And how do you know Josiah?
Me and his mom, we've been long friends from a long time ago.
This is video that was posted to one of the teens' social media leading up to the
Same thing going on in 1970 in Philadelphia. Same thing. The exact same thing. Teenagers having gang fights, killings and murders. Same shit 50 some odd years later. Same shit.
shooting.
Standing on the opposite block. I mean, that's what we're seeing nowadays.
That's James Miller. He's an expert in criminal street gangs and worked in law enforcement for 10 years. Miller says he's seen kids as young as 9 wrapped up in gangs.
A lot of times we see like these older members, they have some money, they have nice clothes, they have nice shoes, nice cars, and that appeals to a lot of these kids.
Miller says gangs will often target kids and young teens to do their dirty work.
A kid, might catch a couple felonies for like a stolen car, for an example. They could be out. They might not even be arrested. They might not even be detained by law enforcement because DJJ won't even take them.
Now, beyond the 2 14-year-olds that were arrested in connection to this shooting, a 15-year-old was also arrested. It's not clear whether or not they will face additional gang charges.
All right, Chase, thank you so much for that. Well, as of July, the Cobb County Police Department says that all 3 of the teens face felony murder in connection to Josiah's death.
Jesus.
And only here on 11 Alive, days of unanswered phone calls lead to a discovery that no family should ever face.
Absolutely. So a young woman was...
I'm muted. Are y'all saying that I'm muted? Press 1 if you can hear me. I haven't been saying anything, but press 1 if you can hear me. Y'all saying I'm muted. The mute button is not on. I'm muted. Press 1 if you can hear me. Okay. Oh, I was. Okay. Salute, man. If we cracked 100, damn, they got us stuck on 99. Jesus Christ.
Found dead in her Atlanta apartment, but now her brother wants answers. So he flew all the way across the country to try to find out what really happened to his sister. But now he says no one is listening to him. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is live right now at Atlanta Police Headquarters. So, Angelina, you spoke with her family and a private investigator they hired, and they believe this death is suspicious, right?
Yeah, 27-year-old Josephine Tarway's family tells me that her death is no accident after they found evidence inside of her apartment. And they tell me that investigators could actually be standing in the way of the answers they need.
We're broken. We're crushed.
Their pain unbearable.
The wake and funeral this weekend.
The Tarways still suffering 23 days after their daughter and sister was found dead alone in her apartment hundreds of miles away from them. September 28th.
They start calling Atlanta to file for a welfare check. Atlanta police says, you can't file for a welfare check. You guys have to file for a welfare check in Minnesota.
The family tried to get police here to Josephine's apartment, but APD didn't show up until Tuesday, September 30th.
We went there Thursday. Don't want to go in there and tamper with anything. So that's when I called a private investigator.
We knew there was a lot of cameras, there was a lot of footage, a lot of neighbors.
Robin Martinelli tasked with trying to find out what happened to the 27-year-old.
When I explained this to the police, they told me to show up and request an officer to come and get the evidence. And I did that, and nobody came. And nobody cared.
This is Gold Rush Show Bar. It's actually just 2 minutes away from Josie's home. Her family tells me she was actually a dancer here. They believe investigators may not be taking her case seriously because she worked here.
It's very demoralizing and you kind of lose a lot of faith.
For now, the family is relying on Martinelli to gather evidence, like the images of her broken nails the family wanted you to see.
They were all broken up and chipped up. She had some bruises on her bodies that were odd, and she also had some scratches. I'm just a private investigator, and in my opinion, it looked like there could have been a struggle.
They won't stop until they get answers.
Go against whoever we have to go against to get justice for Josie.
Now, Joseph tells me that he believes his little sister was robbed, or somebody that she was either talking to or didn't want to talk to hurt her.
Angelina, as a former young police officer, now a journalist, I've seen a few crime scenes, and I know gathering evidence, it takes a lot of time. But in this case, it's been almost a month since Josephine died. Do we have an official cause of death yet?
Yeah, Ron, it's some good perspective to add there. When we reached out to the medical examiner's office, they told us that the report for Josephine was not yet complete. Once it is complete, though, despite the time that has passed, they will be sharing that with us and the family as well. The medical examiner's office did say that it takes up to 90 days for a report to be complete, Ron. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
Okay, Angelina, thanks for staying on top of this story, connecting with the family as well.
Tonight, police are investigating what led to a double homicide in Algiers that left a 17-year-old girl and a 20-year-old man dead.
It happened early this morning in the Berman neighborhood. Alyssa Curtis has spent the day talking to witnesses who described a shocking scene, a horrific scene, Alyssa.
Yeah, absolutely horrific. Neighbors here on Copernicus Street were getting their kids ready for school early this morning when they say they witnessed that tragic scene. They say that the 20-year-old man was in the neighborhood, then shot the girl several times before turning the gun on himself.
I was tying my son's shoes. He was standing up outside the car. I'm tying his shoes, and I heard gunshots very close.
I just heard somebody screaming like for their life.
That desperate screaming ending in tragedy Wednesday morning.
The scene was just, you wouldn't want to see it.
A 16-year-old girl and a 20-year-old man are dead in what NOPD is classifying as a homicide. The girl pronounced dead at the scene. The man later died at the hospital. But neighbors,
I tried to convince him not to shoot her, but he still did.
Saying they witnessed a murder-suicide. One neighbor who didn't want to be identified said she witnessed the entire thing, starting just before 7 Wednesday morning when she was getting her kids ready for school.
He been out here since 6:50.
She tells me the man was lurking in the neighborhood, far enough from the girl's house not to be noticed, but close enough to keep watch.
He just been out here walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like for like maybe 40, 50 minutes before she even got to go outside.
Another neighbor, Bijan Williams, says her Ring camera caught the same thing.
He looked anxious. He looked anxious. He was pacing, and he was constantly looking over there, looking at his phone, looking up over there, going back and forth. He didn't walk all the way over there. He was going like something was on his mind.
It appears what he was waiting for, the girl to walk out of her house. One witness says she tried to plead for the girl's life, hoping to avert the tragedy unfolding in front of her eyes.
As soon as she came outside, he took his backpack off, unzipped it, and started shooting her. He didn't say nothing. She just kept screaming, please don't do it, don't do it. And I'm like, please don't shoot her. And he still shot her.
The plea falling on deaf ears and now heavy hearts.
She had more life to her than this. She don't deserve to die.
We've learned that the 16-year-old girl was a junior at Walter L. Cohen High School. In a statement, Collegiate Academy says that she was an honor roll student with a bright future ahead of her. Walter L. Cohen canceled school abruptly this morning, and they say they have counselors and resources for their community available.
Oh, we hate to hear stories like this, Alyssa. Do we know if or how these two victims are linked?
Charisse, the relationship between the two of them is unclear as of right now. NOPD says, though, they are working to figure out what led up to what they call this, quote, tragic outcome. And of course, they're going to continue to hopefully get more information on this and look into it and bring you guys the latest updates.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much for that update. Certainly a tragic story. It is a tragedy that is shrouded in mystery. Earlier this week, a tourist was killed on the twin span. Now her mother is hoping for justice. Good evening and thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Charisse Gibson. Adacia Caraway was visiting from Wisconsin. She was in town to celebrate her birthday and enjoy a concert. But how she ended up dead nearly 25 miles away is raising a lot of questions here. Winston Reed spoke to Caraway's mother as she and investigators look for answers.
Authorities are trying to figure out how Adacia Caraway ended up on the twin span Tuesday morning after going to a concert Monday night. Adacia's mother tells me that she's heartbroken and she's seeking justice. Ptolemy Gray is trying to cope with the loss of her only daughter. Adacia Caraway was killed just one day before her 27th birthday.
I was finally able to take a shower and eat because I just haven't had the energy to do anything.
Adacia traveled to New Orleans from Wisconsin alone.
The entire family tried to talk her out of it, but she was like, Mom, you have my location. I have money for Ubers. I'm going to be okay.
While Gray deals with the pain, she's also trying to figure out how her daughter died. St. Tammany officials say Adacia was hit by a driver on the twin span a short time after leaving a concert in the CBD and miles away from her New Orleans hotel.
I got the SOS on my phone, the notification. At 2:19 a.m., it said, crash detected. Adacia's phone has alerted you and the police. The state police called me and gave me the news. And after that, it's been a blur.
Adacia's last text to her mother was shortly.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy, man. That's crazy. The phone tells you a crash was detected. Dang. This guy says, I notice a lot of Sun men think and act like glider women. They have so much in common. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. You want to explain that, homie. I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one. Sun men acting like glider women. All right. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
Adacia's last text to her mother was shortly before 4:30 on Monday afternoon. Investigators are working to learn what happened from the time she left the concert that ended around 11 o'clock Monday night to the moment she was found dead on the Twin Span Bridge Tuesday morning.
We believe it's a motor vehicle versus pedestrian collision. The injuries are consistent with that. Because it's a hit and run nature, it's automatically a homicide because we don't know what the intent of the driver was when they hit the person or why they hit them, why they drove away.
Gray has a message for the driver who left the scene.
Turn yourself in. You took away my only thing I had in this life that was worth anything a day before her 27th birthday.
As she honors the life of her daughter.
She was just a sweetheart. the way that she looks, her face and everything, soft and sweet, she was very shy. She was not saying that she wasn't friendly. She just was shy and coy and reserved.
Edasia leaves behind a 6-year-old son. Edasia's mother, Ptolemy Gray, is working on funeral arrangements, and she's also working on returning Edasia back home. Reporting in studio, Winston Reed, WWL, Louisiana.
A lot going on, man. You only get it here. Take the $5 pledge. Support this channel. You only get it here, man.
An argument over a vape price turns violent, and now federal agents have joined the search for the suspect. Here's Alexa Ashwell with Maryland's Most Wanted.
Betty Jean Smith is accused of attempting to stab a store owner, then slashing his tires. Records show she in fact has 2 open warrants out for her arrest, and now the U.S. Marshal Service needs your help tracking her down. July 8th, 2025, East Baltimore. Dispatch receives a 911 call from a convenience store here on North Charles Street.
I have 25th and Charles for a common assault in progress at the tobacco store.
Officers respond to Queen of Sheba Tobacco. Inside, the owner recounts how he says an argument with a female customer over payment of a vape turned violent.
The suspect reportedly attempted to stab him.
Investigators say during the argument, the woman attempted to run out of the store, and when the owner followed, she pulled out a knife and attempted to stab him.
The owner reported that he was able to close the front door as the woman was lunging at him with a knife.
Investigators say the knife hit the front door, and once closed, she then turned her attention to the owner's car, reportedly slashing his tires.
The owner told police that that's when he went back outside.
This time armed with pepper spray. The woman, he says, ran away, and that's when he called police. Responding officers reported CCTV footage, and the store's surveillance cameras corroborated the owner's story.
It was at this point that investigators were tasked with identifying the female suspect.
Investigators say they were able to track down a man who knew the woman, and detectives were even able to talk with her over the phone. The woman, they say, identifying herself as 35-year-old Betty Jean Smith. Investigators say Smith agreed to come talk with detectives, but failed to show up. This prompting detectives to do more digging.
This prompted detectives to look more into her background.
Investigators ran Smith's name through a database and found she was charged with theft from a Marshall's here on East Pratt Street at the Inner Harbor back in June, and a warrant had been issued for her arrest in September after records show she failed to appear in court.
Investigators reviewed the body-worn camera footage from that theft and were able to obtain a clear visual of Smith in the video.
Investigators say they compared Smith and the officer's body-worn camera footage with the suspect caught on surveillance in the tobacco shop attack and determined it was in fact Smith.
Subsequently, a warrant was issued for Smith's arrest.
Online record shows Smith has prior arrests involving drug possession and assault. The 35-year-old now with 2 open warrants for her arrest, including the alleged assault with a knife on a tobacco store owner.
It's important that we locate and apprehend Smith. This is a situation where she's wanted for a violent crime. She previously agreed to meet with detectives regarding charges of another crime, and she failed to show up. It's because of this that we're asking the public's help to locate and apprehend her.
Investigators say it's likely Smith is still in the greater Baltimore region, so take a good look. She's described as standing at about 5'6" and weighing approximately 160 pounds. Investigators warn she is known to have violent tendencies. If you have any information regarding Smith's whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Service. The number right here, 202-819-5058. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like this.
That's funny, man. Wow.
An arrest affidavit reveals new allegations against a husband accused of killing a beloved Alvarado school teacher. Chelsea Spillers was found dead on Saturday. Newly obtained court documents allege her husband, Brandon Ashley, sent unusual texts pretending to be her the day of the murder. Tonight, Alvarado ISD held a moment of silence for Spillers at the high school's homecoming game. Fox 4's Amelia Jones was there and has more from the investigation. Amelia.
Steve, the game is at halftime. We weren't allowed inside the stadium to respect the students' privacy, but from our vantage point here in the visitors' parking lot, we can see the Alvarado homestands are packed, and many people are wearing purple ribbons with Chelsea Spillers' name on them. As you mentioned, everyone joined in a moment of silence before tonight's game. Court documents we received revealed more information on how the beloved teacher was killed. And we do have to warn you, some of the details are graphic. 36-year-old Brandon Ashley is back in Johnson County Jail, facing charges for the alleged murder of his wife, 33-year-old Chelsea Spillers. Arrest warrant documents obtained by Fox 4 on Thursday say last Friday, officers were called to Ashley and Spillers' Alvarado home for a domestic disturbance. Police say Ashley held a gun to his head and, quote, threatened suicide. Officers calmed him down but arrested him for interfering with public duties. He bonded out Saturday morning. Saturday evening, police received a call from a concerned friend to do a welfare check on Spillers. According to court documents, officers found her dead on the couch in the den. When officers spoke to Ashley's sister, she stated her brother told her Spillers went into her son's room to shoot him, and Ashley, quote, began fighting with her, and she had a seizure and fell and hit her head. Court documents say her injuries were not consistent with that story. Based on the evidence, investigators believe Spillers was strangled. Court documents also reveal on Saturday an Alvarado teacher received explicit text messages and photos sent allegedly from Spillers. But investigators say it actually came from Brandon Ashley's phone, and they believe he sent them pretending to be his wife. Police issued an arrest warrant for Ashley on murder charges. He was found and arrested on Monday, about 150 miles south of Alvarado near College Station.
My heart goes out to her family and her son, and I hope they get justice.
Spillers taught biology and chemistry at Alvarado High School. People described her as a happy and energetic teacher. There was a moment of silence to honor her at Thursday night's homecoming football game, many wearing purple ribbons with her name on them.
She just made a huge impact on the lives of these students and those that knew her.
Court documents say when investigators spoke to the fellow teacher who received those explicit messages and photos, they asked if there were any signs of domestic violence. He shared that 2 weeks before she was killed, Spillers showed up at school with a black eye. She told everyone she got it from slipping on the wet bathroom floor and hitting her face on the bathtub. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we do have the National Domestic Violence Hotline information. If you or someone you know is in need of help, just head to our website, fox4news.com. Steve.
Okay, Amelia Jones in Alvarado tonight. Amelia, thanks.
yeah, we vitamin Presley, Elvis Presley. I don't know, man. What the fuck, man? It's getting late, man. It's getting late on the late night. Oh man, streamed earlier today. Streamed again. It's about 6 to 7 hours, man. It's about 6 to 7 hours. I'm gonna try to start tomorrow early, man. Try to start the stream early, man, for people during the daytime, man. So, any final thoughts? Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts? All right. Great show, man. We'll see you guys in the morning, man. Tomorrow, man. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you create an account on OckNationNews.com. Create an account on OckNationNews.com. I'm out of here.